from 44th Street in Camelback. This is the Arizona Daily Mix with Brad Perry. And today, we're coming to you from the district stage at Tempe Marketplace, where AZTV, along with you, are getting Arizona kids back to school with the supplies they need. We're stuffing the bus, and it all starts right now.
And good morning and welcome to our big Arizona Daily Mix. Stuff the Bus Back to School Drive. Thanks to Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company and Desert Financial Credit Union and all you wonderful people out there, the wonderful sponsors, our partners, everybody on making this so awesome this year. It's our 7th annual one. It's our lucky 7, and we are so excited to be out here because the bags are stuffed. And as you're looking, we're going to be stuffing some buses. Yes. The buses are starting to line up, and that's what this is all about, getting school supplies back to kids, of course, in need, and to give them the tools they need to be successful, which is totally awesome. We're excited. And I got to say this, we've kicked it off. This is actually our halfway point, because our full point is getting these backpacks to the kids that we'll be doing throughout the month of August and starting Monday. They'll start getting them as they get back into school, which is so great. So we're so excited for this. And again, we couldn't be happier for all you out there for helping us. Getting there, using the QR code, getting on the site, buying supplies, sending supplies, everything, which is so awesome. And as I mentioned, it's our 7th annual one, and we're so excited to be doing this. And I got to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, who's been really behind a lot of this, and that is our general manager, Rick Soltis. Rick, how you doing?
Fantastic, Bradley.
Good. Look at you. Your bright-eyed, bushy tail after a long journey here. And actually, even yesterday, you guys were packing bags and getting this ready to go.
We had about 30 volunteers yesterday doing it. Valley of the Sun United Way was really helping out and telling me how to do it right. So thank you, Valley of the Sun United Way, and all of our partners, Desert Financial and Lincoln Heritage. So 7th annual, Brad.
Yeah, this is awesome. And let's talk, Rick, about this journey, because it started with just a few people upstairs at Lincoln Heritage, and we'll talk to them in just a little bit about that. But then it went down to our fearless leader, Lynn London, who knew firsthand how important getting these school supplies are to kids in need, because she was one herself of that family that, you know, had to decide to either eat or get school supplies. And so that's why this is so important, isn't it?
Yes, and Lynn is passionate about the community and about everything that we do here in the Valley. We started off with 299 backpacks 7 years ago. This year, for the state of Arizona, Phoenix and Prescott, 5,207 backpacks this year.
Oh my gosh, that is so, and he's been stuffing them, he's been getting them all out and everything. And you said Prescott, which is so important too. We worked with the Firefighter Angel Foundation. We had their big event yesterday. We aired it, we had it on Tuesday, aired it yesterday. And that's what this is about. We're not just about Phoenix, we're about all of Arizona, aren't we?
Yes, Brad, we are the Phoenix Prescott DMA, and we're actually going with Desert Financial all the way up to Flagstaff this time. And so I just want to say, you know, thank you for everyone here. And then Tempe Marketplace put us onto this. This is so much fun. Yeah. We had air conditioning this year. We had everything that we needed here. It's fantastic.
It is, and doing the show from here is going to be awesome too, and we're going to be having some fun. What I want to do, I want to show people what's in these backpacks and what you guys did yesterday, because again, we're still packing some more. Actually, there's people still packing because we got to get these backpacks out. And I mentioned that we're really just at our halfway point, and that's where we're stuffing these. And then the big point is getting them out to kids.
Getting them out to the kids. We got buses lined up. They're going to go to the teachers. The teachers go to the principals, say who needs who needs the backpacks, and it's just going to be fantastic. And we also have teachers' closets. Now, I want you to just make sure you don't mess with my backpack. These are really set up perfectly.
They are.
They're both for middle school and high school, because people forget about the high schoolers that aren't able to go. Yeah. But then we have our elementary backpacks, so don't mess them up.
I won't. But in here they have their pens, their paper, and that people, you know, it's so funny that as adults we're thinking, well, what do they need pens and paper for? Doesn't every kid have a computer? Doesn't every kid have, you know, a smart book or a smartphone? No, that's not true. They still need these type of materials to do their work.
And this has come down from the schools. What pieces that we need? What pieces do they need? How can they do school at home if they need to, and this will help them out not only going to school but being at home with it.
Yeah, and I like also, as we said, we started to do the teacher's closet because these teachers are so important and so, crucial to getting the kids supplies that they would go out and do it themselves. So we wanted to give something special to them this year, didn't we?
Right, and Bashas are our friends. Bashas has sponsored mainly the teacher's closet. So each school will have 1, 2, or 3 teacher's closets because we know how hard these teachers. It's in the $477 range that they come right out of their pockets.
Yeah.
We wanted to put something in there so they didn't have to start off in a deficit.
That is awesome, and I like this also piece here, which is so important to the kids. They get to actually have me there, right there. So there I am. But also we have some great information for young Sheldon and our other shows that we have there on teaching the kids. Some really cool stuff there.
Have you done your multiplication table?
Oh no, please don't. It's been a while, but it's so funny. I got one of these on my desk. I will be using that there.
What about the dinosaur of Arizona on the back?
Oh, that's yes, that's what I'm loving. They were telling you, of course, our authorized. Let's see, Arizona is the 40th state. Join us. So all kinds of fun things there, which is really neat. I want to also mention your sales team. That has just been amazing, getting the partners to donate and be there and stuff, and that's what's also important here.
Led by Curtis and Jared, my 2 managers on it, and then the whole team is phenomenal. Ryan, Adam has been out here working on it, and Michael Gallagher and everybody. So we have this is a whole station, and they love it. They absolutely love it.
So, and I think the love that they have is when we take these backpacks to the schools and to see a kid light up on getting a backpack, which is so cool and so amazing. So
we had officers go to give out the backpacks a couple years ago.
Yeah,
you saw them break out breakdancing
because they break dancing, crying, everything. So Rick, thank you very much, and I'll tell you, we got a great show for you. You're going to meet some wonderful people we're going to introduce you to. We're also going to take a look at the Tempe Marketplace because looking for back to school clothing, shopping, this is your headquarters right here. You got to come do it, all right? Stick around. We got a lot more of the mix for you live from the Tempe Marketplace District as we are celebrating the big Stuff the Bus Back to School drive thanks to Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. So come on back. Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. We are here at the Tempe Marketplace where we are celebrating our Stuff the Bus Back to School drive. We've been having a big stuffing party here at the Tempe Marketplace, and now we're going to be stuffing the bus with these amazing backpacks to send them off to different schools around the district. But we couldn't do it without amazing partners like Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, which is our parent company. Norm is here with us, and Norm, I'll tell you, Rick mentioned it, that it started upstairs 7 years ago, pretty much, and actually a little longer than that, of just a few bags, knowing how important the supplies are to kids, and now look at us. This is just amazing, isn't it?
It is so incredible to do something like this for people that are in hard times right now, so even more important than it's ever been to help out.
Yeah, and it really also came to where some of even your own employees were talking about, the high price of doing school supplies and knowing that they had to take care of their family and stuff. And that's where it comes from. It comes from inside this company, doesn't it?
Yeah, we really care about what we're doing in the community. It's not just we're here to do business. We're here to help the community in any way we can, participate in a lot of different charities. And this is one of our favorites. We've been doing it a while. Love it.
And what is also neat, too, is that normally we have to literally go upstairs and tell the co-workers, stop the competition. You guys are getting out of hand here. Because that's also what they love doing, too, to see what department can actually raise more of the funds or even the supplies for these kids. And that's what's great about this company, isn't it?
Yeah, we're all competitive people, but we know we're in for it together, so we do what we got to do, and it's good to compete and help all throughout, but everybody wins the more we do.
Yeah, which is so great, and we appreciate you being a part of this and coming down here, and even part of your team has been down here. We've been part of course, our Hometown Heroes campaign, everything that's going on. Give people a little background about Lincoln Heritage so they know how this company has been a part of this community for a long time.
Yeah, we've been here for decades, and we're going to keep going for decades and decades more. We just love what we're doing. We love to take care of people, provide the needs when it's needed most, and that's what was based on how we started with Jack London and Tom London, now with Alex London, just carrying on the tradition of doing what's right for everybody that we come in contact with, and all throughout the country.
Yeah, and growing a lot. And Norm, I have to say this because didn't you just celebrate an anniversary? Aren't we talking an anniversary here with you? Did we talk earlier?
Yeah, I've been with the company almost 32 years now, so
wow.
Yeah, it's coming up.
That is great. And you started off just, as a sales, what did you start off?
No, I did entry level, just worked in our agent licensing department, helping agents throughout the country get contracted to sell, and I was given opportunity and took it, and that's what this company's all about. You can do what you want to do, but you got to have the drive and desire.
Yeah, and the drive and desire for the last couple months has been getting the school supplies for the kids, and I'll tell you, we can't thank you enough for, again, being a part of this. And it's even to the part where we don't even really have to go upstairs and ask. They come down and go, when are we starting? When are we getting it done? Let's get it done.
Yep,
so,
absolutely.
Norm, thank you very much for part of that. So
glad to participate.
So, all right. Hey, we got a lot more for you. You're going to find out who's going to benefit from these amazing bags, and we're going to meet some of the volunteers, some of the people going on. But we appreciate you staying with us as we are live from the Tempe Marketplace for the Arizona Daily Mix Big Stuff the Bus Back to School Drive. Thanks to Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage and all our amazing partners who have helped out. So come on back. We got more for you right after this. Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. I got my happy dance on because, again, when you see adults light up about giving, and you know that the kids are going to light up about giving to them, which is amazing. We are here at the Tempe Marketplace District for our big Stuff the Bus Back to School Drive. I'm out of breath already dancing there. Tammy's here with us with the Hope Women's Center that we love, and Eric with Helping Hands for Freedom. Yep. And we got to talk about this because there are kids in need that people don't realize how much is in need here in this valley.
Absolutely.
And with the Hope Center, you guys firsthand get to see that.
We do.
How important is this drive?
This is hugely important, especially this year with everything being so much more expensive for our families. We're seeing our single moms really struggling. Do I buy school supplies? Do I buy food? And so being able to have something like this where we can go back and give them these backpacks already full of what they need for both children and high schoolers is amazing. So we are so excited.
Yeah, and Tammy, we got to talk about that. It starts with the younger kids, especially at the Hope Center, where they can walk in and see someone care about them as mom is getting taken care of, so they can grow. Because if they see the pattern of no one taking care of them, it leads back into the problems that we're trying to fix.
The whole cycles we're trying to break. So being able to know that there are people in their community that care about them, that they're able to show up to school with what they need and not being that kid that doesn't have it is huge. So we are so blessed by what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Hope Women's Center, because it's not just about us giving school supplies. It's about what you guys do to put women back in the community on their feet.
Absolutely. So free services at our 6 locations across the valley, able to get life skills education, material resources, any kind of support, mentoring, counseling. All of our programs are free. Anyone can come to our day centers anytime.
So I love it. Eric is right here with us with Helping Hands for Freedom. And if this guy looks familiar, he is with us during our big holiday campaign that we help out the military families.
Yes.
But coming to school supplies is what they also need too. And this is important because, military families, how can I say this, don't want to go ask for help. It's very interesting that they don't, and so this is why
they're very prideful. Number one, and in many cases, they're Gold Star families, which means they've lost mother or dad to the war, or a big brother or big sister. And they never want to ask for things, but they really help. They're happy to get them if you give them to them the right way, a respectful way, right? There's only over 5,000 backpacks being done here the last 2 days, and we get a portion of those for our kids. And we pass those around Arizona, not just Phoenix, just so you know. And there's always, hey, I got a cool backpack. It's kind of nice because a lot of pride in it. I have a backpack versus not a backpack. And for any kid, of course, it's important. Self-respect's important.
It is.
And the whole thing about other kids have it and you don't, so it's a big deal. Yeah.
And we have to mention, you know, our military families are on a budget too, so that's why when it comes to school supplies, they again too have to make a decision on eating, electricity, or anything like that next to school supplies. So that's why this is so important.
Plus, a lot of people are deployed. Maybe not to Afghanistan, but they're deployed all over the world anyway from here in Arizona. So they really need help with things that you guess, because, you know, mom or dad are gone for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And that's so they're on their own.
Yeah, and also they're moving around. So with them moving around, they pretty much sometimes can't take that school supplies with them because, you know, they got to be somewhere else.
That's true. Very true.
So let's also mention what Helping Hands for Freedom does too.
Our primary responsibility is financial emergency help. We help with rent, mortgage, utilities, car payments, things of that nature, to keep families in the home, in the car, so they can go to work, food on the table, and the family together versus being broken up by today's issues, right?
Yeah.
Between COVID and inflation, every little bit helps, trust me. Yeah.
And that's why this is great. And as you said, you both are going to be receiving backpacks. We're going to be stuffing buses like this coming up in just a little bit, which is so awesome to be doing and getting them out. So again, thank you two for being a part of this and letting us, of course, be a part of your lives and giving back to the community in the way that you guys do. So it's
I'm back at the factory when I'm stuffing some books, some
you
backpacks.
got to get back
that's part of the deal.
There. So,
Just, you know.
All right, I'm going to send you two off. Get going. Back to stuffing backpacks and everything like that. Take that with you there with you. And so, yes, we are out here at the Tempe Marketplace district. We're going to be heading over into the stuffing room in just a little bit, as we like to call it. But we've had volunteers from all over out here stuffing the backpacks, getting them ready to go into those buses. And so we're going to be stuffing the buses. We're going to be doing a lot of things. But we're also going to be talking about back to school shopping. You know what? You got to get out to the Tempe Marketplace and start doing the shopping so you can look good. All right? So come on back. We got more of the mix after this. Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. We're here at the Tempe Marketplace. Now, we're in the district area, but there's a lot more to this place and even around the area, which is so awesome. Heather, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, I am pretty much happy. And the reason why I'm happy is because my kids are older, okay? And I don't have to worry about going back to school shopping. But for those parents that are worried, you guys got everything right here, all the styles, everything that they need to take that stress off.
Absolutely, we do. And I do. I have 2 kids going back to school next week. So I know the stress and the shopping. And yes, we are the place to come. And we're going to have a back to school event actually next week. So you can come check out the stores. You know, we've got everything that your kids would want.
Yeah, let's talk about the stores because, I mean, I can't even count how many stores here because it's grown so much from the last time I've been here.
Yeah, it's over 100. We also have a ton of restaurants inside the district, and then a lot of people sometimes forget it. We have the outside of the district, and some people actually forget that inside the district has a ton of shops and restaurants and a splash pad for the kids. And yeah, this is kind of the district street is where all the happenings are.
It is, and that's what we're talking about because you have California Pizza Kitchen, you got everything else, HMA, you have events that go on the big stage and stuff. And as we're taking a walk here, we got Dave & Buster's for things, which is really cool. But what also I like too is that you guys are just growing amazingly, and the community is important to you here too.
Absolutely, 100%. We are a community partner. When we heard about this opportunity to be involved with Stuff the Bus, we were absolutely on board. We want to bring the community together, and we want to help the state of Arizona. And I think with Stuff the Bus, covering the whole state is amazing that it stays local, and we want to be a part of it.
Yeah, and as we're back down to our bus, we got some, of course, backpacks here that you all have pretty much donated to us. We're doing over about 100 backpacks we're going to be putting into the bus thanks to you, which is awesome.
We are so excited that we were able to donate all these backpacks going to the school district. We got, I think, over 100 backpacks stuffed from Tempe Marketplace, so we're excited.
It's awesome. Let's talk about Tempe Marketplace, and let's talk again about coming back here for back to school. What time do you guys open?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock it does. And then, of course, the restaurants and everything have different hours.
Absolutely. I mean, your best bet is to go to TempeMarketplace.com. We list all of our events. We have live music every Friday and Saturday right on the district stage. Like I said, we're going to have a back-to-school event this coming Saturday from 12 to 2. And just for those late time people that are running behind to donate, we are collecting donations for school supplies. And if you bring in a donation, you get entered to win a $500 shopping spree to H&M. So for anybody last minute, it's really not last minute. Schools are starting all the time, but yes, come in, you can bring your donation, and you can enter to win $500.
I love it. I'm going to get in trouble because I got to mention my two favorite places here at Tempe Marketplace. Okay. One is, of course, the Harkins Theater at one end.
Yes.
And that is so cool. It's amazing.
And it just went through a remodel.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And their one big theater, the Cinepri, I think, the XL with the sound. I mean,
if you haven't seen Nope yet, you go see it in there. You see it on the big screen.
Or Top Gun, another Jurassic World, any of those things.
And my other one, which is really cool, is Barnes & Noble's.
I know.
The bookstore. That is awesome. Those are my two favorite spots
And, you know,
here.
people still love to hold a book and read, and, you know, and it's going, I think, August 9th, I think, is National Book Lovers Day.
There you go.
So you got to come out and read.
Coming through. And all the stores are geared from, of course, the family to the adults, too. And that's what's great when you come out here, you got shopping for everybody. But you said something also important, too. The surrounding stores. So when you're coming here, you might go to, you know, one of the stores surround. Remember just to park and come on in and walk through here.
Absolutely.
Restaurants are amazing up through here that you have. And there's some little hidden gems in here that you don't realize down by the movie theater.
I know. Yeah, we got Bar Louie, and this fall Illuminati's is opening up. And we got some other new stuff that we hope to announce soon that's coming. But yes, we're pretty fully leased, so we're doing good. We're happy.
I like it. Look, can I ask it? I know she might not give me the answers right yet. I'm going to see if I can get out of here. But I know you guys usually start when it cools down. You guys do entertainment on the big stage there.
Yes. So like I said, we do live music all through the summer. I know it's a little hot, but it's been really pleasant this week, so this is time to come out. And then we do have some bands coming up in October called Rock It Up. We haven't announced them yet, but it's coming.
So, and also you got to make sure you stick to their website and come out, because they've had some special guests come and some big names. I'm like, where are they doing? They're like at the Tempe Marketplace in District, which is awesome.
Yes.
So I love it. So all right, we're going to start stuffing this bus right here. We're going to open it up. Do I got some volunteers getting in there? As they're doing that, remind people where they can find more information about Tempe Marketplace and the big everything.
It's TempeMarketplace.com/carnival. It's going to be a carnival theme with stilt walkers and clowns and carnival games. And don't forget to bring out your supplies.
So there you go. All right, we're going to start stuffing this bus and start getting it going to, of course, the school district there, which is going to be awesome. And again, we thank all of you at home. We thank our amazing partners, and especially Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, and all of you at home, again, for doing this. A wonderful staff we have. Everybody's doing great. Got to thank Brian Sessick. I mean, Brian Sessick, literally, he drives one of these school buses, and he's just amazing. And so he's looking forward to getting these supplies to kids, which are going to be, of course, being successful. So, all right, stick around. We got more of the mix coming up right after this. Welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix. You are looking at the buses lined up to receive the backpacks that we have been putting together thanks to Desert Financial Credit Union, Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, our amazing partners, and you at home for doing all this. And I'll tell you, it's such a great thing that we're doing, and I'm lucky to have Dawn from Valley and Sun United Way. Dawn, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's such an exciting day today.
Isn't it? I mean, this is where we kicked it off a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
And this is our halfway point, because the full point is when these backpacks get to the kids, which is great. But the stuff, we have your volunteers here helping out. Let's talk about how important this is.
This is incredibly important. We know our families right now are really experiencing some hardships, right? There's been some huge cost in affordable living. So just imagine what it's like to have to add on some extra features like back to school supplies.
Yeah.
So we're so grateful that we're able to put these backpacks together.
And I love it, because we were starting to. And what's really nice, too, is that the kids are not being, how can we say, put into a corner. They're actually going to be getting these supplies just like other kids are doing.
Exactly. Giving them that sense of belonging at school from day one. Everybody belongs. Everybody's a part of the school environment.
And I love what they're getting. They're getting pencils and papers and erasers and everything they need. And you know, we were talking earlier, Dawn, that people don't realize, like, these are supplies that kids need because they don't have the computers. They don't have the notebooks and stuff that everyone thinks, you know, those electronics. They need the supplies like this.
Most definitely. And it gives them the ability to do independent studying, journaling, writing, things that we don't always think about because we do so many things now on the computer, right? So these are critical supplies. They're tools necessary.
Yeah, and I love our volunteers there. We were seeing there, and especially Emily right there. I can't believe we got her up this morning. Look at that. She was sleeping in. Look at all these faces here. And Amelia. Look at my partner Amelia and my partner in crime. There she is. That's what's so great about this. And that's what's so great about people doing this. But also what's great too is that we're not leaving out the teachers. And that's one person that we want to make sure that gets taken care of too, because out of pocket they've been doing this for years, haven't they?
Over $750 nationally each teacher puts into their classroom. And about 30% of our teachers do more than $1,000 a year. So we're building these beautiful teachers' closets so they can put them aside. So when they need something really quick, they can reach in and grab it. We want to support our educators. There are critical pieces to this work. And we know how important it is to support our teachers.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about, of course, Valley of the Sun United Way, because it doesn't just stop here with the school supplies. It goes deeper, doesn't it?
It sure does. At Valley of the Sun United Way, we look at the full continuum to what our community needs around hunger and health, around ending homelessness and making sure individuals are housed. And then, of course, ending with our school readiness around third grade reading, making sure that we increase our third grade reading scores, and we start to make sure that our children, opportunity youth, 16 to 24, are engaged in education or in the workforce.
Yeah, and this is what we have to mention is that we are doing our, of course, back to school drive for certain schools that you've actually worked with us to talk about. But you work with other schools too that will be receiving supplies. So we got to make sure people understand that we can only do so much for us here, but there's other organizations, other people helping you, of course, make sure that a lot of kids are getting supplies.
That is true. We have a whole team where we've worked individually with schools. We have schools on a list. As more community partners come forth with school supplies, we're sharing the wealth across the valley. We want to make sure that each and every child has the tools necessary to have a successful year in school.
I love it. Okay, if people want to get involved with the United Way, and if they're watching at home right now, how can they do that?
On our website at vsuw.org. And then you'll be able to follow the trail for volunteering, and you'll be able to join us in all these fun adventures.
I like it. And as we're starting to hear more noise here, the backpacks are all in their bins, ready to go. And look, really quick, show Rick. Rick is on the phone. Look at him. He's all ready. Look at someone's calling. That's how busy this man is of getting this together. Look at him. Or he's ordering pizza for everybody. One of the two there. But no, I think he's on the phone talking to schools, coordinating the buses that we have.
Let's go.
And let's go outside really quick because we have been stuffing the buses. There goes Mike and Adam, part of our team over here at Channel 7. And as we go outside there they are, volunteers stuffing the bus. And we got to mention there's almost 50, I think, in each one of these bins. And some schools are going to be getting, like hundreds of them going out.
Based on the need and how we could share the wealth. We see our schools are so excited. They've decorated their buses. They brought teams to help load. It's like Christmas in July for us, right?
It is. This is awesome. So I'm so excited. This is our 7th annual Stuff the Bus Back to School Drive. Thanks to Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance and all our wonderful partners. And so we're not done. We got more for you because we're live from Tempe Marketplace doing this. So stick around. More of the mix after this. Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. You are looking at, of course, the buses that are getting stuffed with our back to school supplies. And one person who I love talking to has been a great partner for us, and that is Pam of Mr. Ruda Plumbing. Plumbing. Can I ever get that to be your jingle yet? Can I?
You know what? I'm going to sign you up right now.
Pam, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So,
I love this time of year.
This is a great time of year because it's back to school time. And, you know, this drive has been going on for great thanks to people like you and your team at Mr. Rooter. But also we're finding the needs through you because you have customers that you guys go out and take care of that all of a sudden, you know, they're going, I got to pay this bill. Gosh, I won't be able to get the school supplies. And that's where this comes in.
Yeah, I think the advertising, the social media, all the things we've been trying to do through the technicians and all of your help at Channel 7 really helps reach some of those people that may not know how to ask.
Yeah, and it's been great for you. And you've been out here with the team a little bit, stuffing the bus and everything. You have kids. We all know how these supplies are so important and how expensive, too, they were when our kids were younger. But now, I mean, it gets very expensive. So that's why this is important, isn't it?
It sure is. And every dime counts in every family. And we're going to just make it a little easier, that's all.
So, yeah, and you have been, which is so great for you coming out.
New crayon smell is amazing.
Right? I know. I'm like wishing I could go back to school with these supplies, which is cool. And also, we've been watching them stuff the buses here, which is really great to see that go on. Let's really quick talk about Mr. Rooter and being in the community for over 25 years, aren't we? The anniversary going on?
Over 26 now.
26 now. Oh, my goodness. So that is amazing. And that's when you guys are out taking care of communities. And we got to talk. It is back to school. That means the kids will be more in the house. More, of course, that plumbing is going to be needed to take care of, right?
Right, it sure is. And now that everybody gets back on a regular routine, maybe you can fix a couple of things that maybe you just put aside. So
it's very important.
We're ready to help.
Are you ready to help? Okay, and you can go fish out some of the toys also to the kids who have been at home been putting down, right?
Yeah, our guys do all kinds of fishing, and I love to hear those stories. So.
You do, and it's very. I asked them one time about those stories. It's so great. Pam, tell them where they can find out more about, of course, what you guys are doing in the community and where they can go get their plumbing taken care of with Mr. Rooter.
Well, you can certainly call us and look on our social media, but mrrooter.com/Phoenix.
There you go. Mr. Rooter Plumbing. Come on, do I have it yet?
Yes, yeah. I'm going to sign you up. I am.
Thank you, Pam. So, all right. You know, we mentioned about Desert Financial Credit Union, and of course, we couldn't do it without them. But also, you know what you might need to do is educate the kids on saving money as they get ready to go back to school. Here we go. It's time for us to kick off our 7th annual Stuff the Bus Back to School campaign, and we can't be more than happy to have Desert Financial Credit Union as one of our sponsors, along with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. And my favorite person, Sulie Richardson, is here. So how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so glad you're sitting here for a couple of reasons. One is that back to school is so important, and you know with, of course, your wonderful members, they go through times, of course, and supplies can be very expensive, and we're going to show that in just a minute. But why is this so important, this drive important to Desert Financial Credit Union?
Well, we are, of course, the largest credit union in the state of Arizona, and we want to share our success with our communities here in the metropolitan Phoenix area and also up north, Prescott Valley and Flagstaff, because when we do well, we want our members to do well too, and the community at large.
Yeah, and that's why this campaign is such a great thing for people to get involved, especially as we see prices going up with school supplies, different things. You being the wellness money educator, we can say, you work firsthand with people on helping them with budgets, helping them understand things. And I want to throw up some figures here on the screen, and that is the extracurricular fees, and this is so amazing that I didn't think about this, but like as we're seeing, I mean, over $1,000 we're seeing for elementary, middle school, and high school, and that's just with supplies. That's like even not even mention some of the sports they play.
That's beyond the clothes. That's for the other activities.
Yeah, and that's why this drive is so important to relieve some of that burden off those families that can't afford this. And again, also too, the teachers. You guys are very big supporter of teachers, and we know that the teachers, I mean, really help out. I heard that there's a teacher that belongs to Desert Financial Credit Union, and she has a special account that she does put money in throughout the summer so she could buy supplies for kids, you know, because they know it works for her. But that's some of the things that teachers shouldn't have to do, and that's why we need to get involved.
Yeah.
So, very important. All right, let's talk about budgeting, because it is that time that actually, summertime is the perfect time to start budgeting, because the kids are out of school. You start to see what they need and what's, do. So where do we start? How do we do it?
You know, it's actually year round. So not just the summer. Families, individuals should be working from a spending plan every day, every month. That way when school times arrive, then we're not struggling trying to figure out where's the money going to come from.
Yeah.
So they can offer or open up like a school savings account. So not your regular savings for your emergencies and for Christmas, but for school, so that you can put a little bit in that account every pay period.
Yeah. We see some tips up here. Okay, so past spending. What about looking at past spending?
So if you have that budget, that spending plan, you'll be able to look and see what you spent last year.
Yeah.
And get an average so that you know and you're not caught off guard.
Yeah. You mentioned about having a school savings account, something to the side.
Name it.
Name it.
No, really, name it school account.
Okay, so that's what's important too.
Yeah.
I always wonder about that because you guys give people opportunity to name accounts so they can help them. Car account, insurance account. And that's really something important, just saying, okay, just take it out of the regular accounts. So, all right. So let's look at rent, swap, or shop, or use.
So you know
What's
how
that?
kids pick up a passion and they want to play the trumpet or whatever it is. So don't go out buy it new, rent it, because that'll give that child enough time to figure out whether they want to keep with that activity or not. So rent it, rent it, rent it.
Yes, very smart, because one day it's the trumpet, the next day it's the saxophone, then it's the drum, then it's the violin, and then you're playing ice hockey. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my parents. Which is good.
Rent, swap.
And then the big thing is make a shopping list. And that means not just to make it when you're about to go shopping.
No.
That means always be putting things on a wall, right?
Throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. That way, when you're in the store, you're not going to get caught up in the moment. Because you know when you walk into the store, you see all this supplies and this new whatever the new fangle is that kids will want.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably persuade you. And even us as adults, we can get caught up as well. So by having that list, it's going to give you a purpose. Look at the list, go by the list, check it off, and then get out of the store.
Yeah.
Get out of the store.
Get out. I like that. All right, this last one's so important because there are mom groups, there are family groups and everything. You come together and you buy in bulk, right? Is that the smart thing?
Get connected with your parents in your child's class, and that way you can buy in bulk and share the cost. Get connected, and especially with social media, it is so easy now to do that. Yeah. Share the cost.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Some great tips for us to getting back to school, but also we got to thank you for being our sponsor with us. Desert Financial Credit Union is so great. And I got to mention, Prescott is getting involved.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'll get in trouble, but I'm excited that you guys are actually opening up in Flagstaff.
Yes.
So that is going to be soon.
This week, I believe.
This week. Yeah. That is going to be great because we know a lot of people go up there for summer travel and for vacation. So that's going to be awesome.
Very excited.
Sulu, thanks for being here. You know you're going to come back again, right? We're going to talk budgeting. So,
sure.
All right, adult budgeting too for me. So thank you.
I'll be back.
So, all right. Hey, remember, it's very easy for you to give. All you have to do is go to our aztv.com/stuffthebus page. And it's very easy just to give right there for you. If you take a look, I think we have also a QR code that you can screen and takes you right there. We do all the shopping for you. All you got to do is donate, or you do it yourself. It's all taken care of. So, all right, be back with more Stuff the Bus. I'm sorry, more of the Arizona Daily Mix after this.
We're so glad you're watching AZTV today. Be sure to check us out online as well. Information about this show and all the other programs we have, plus videos, contests, and so much more. Find your smile at aztv.com.
Excited. Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. This is our big Stuff the Bus Back to School drive. Thanks to Desert Financial Credit Union and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, where we are stuffing the buses with school supplies. Thanks to you at home and our amazing partners. And you know, we've been talking to some of the recipients, but we want to talk to the recipients that know firsthand how these kids are going to benefit from the success. And that is, of course, 3 different teachers from 3 different school districts. We have Ivan, we have Dorothy, and we have Cindy here. And so let's talk first. Ivan, you're from the Cretan School District. And how important is this, again, to getting these backpacks?
Well, we all have been impacted by the pandemic, the rising cost of gas, rent. And so we know that in an average, a family will spend anywhere from $200 to $400 per child just to get them ready to back school. So for all of you out there donating to our schools, we really thank you.
Yeah, and what's nice is that these kids are getting supplies for the first time with some of these families, because we know that families have moved around different school districts, different places, and they can't sometimes take those backpacks or take those supplies with them, or they run out. And also, too, a lot of the families are kind of have, like, how can I say this, have pride to go ask or anything like that. That's why this always is great to have.
Absolutely. If you're a family in need, please do not be afraid. Come to the schools, come to your neighborhoods. We all have a moral obligation to help our kiddos and to let them know that we love them and we want them to succeed in school.
I love it. All right, over here to do it. And you're at the Washington School District, right?
Correct.
So, all right, let's talk about the school supplies and how these are the beginning of success for these kids, isn't it?
Absolutely. Kids feel great about being prepared in coming to school and not feeling left out by not having the supplies, and being ready to learn, which is what we all wanted, why we're here.
And you said something so important there, Dorothy, and that was being prepared. And it's amazing that kids get anxiety when they go into school and they don't have the supplies to do schoolwork, and that is where it takes a toll on them. And if we don't get that right ahead off the bat, we could lose kids in this system, couldn't we?
Absolutely. I mean, having the opportunity to provide the supplies for the students so that they're not worried, as you said, about coming in without them, and giving them the opportunity to do everything that they're capable of doing is such a key piece.
Yeah, it's so important. All right, I'm going to go over to Cindy with the Phoenix Union District. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So, okay, let's talk about this, because this is so important to a lot of the schools out there, and especially older kids too. We got to mention that we've supplied them too.
Yes, thank you. So it's so fun to think of those little kids, but our high school kids get forgotten all the time, and they need the school supplies as well, and probably even more embarrassed to ask. So to be able to have this before school starts, or on that first day of school, they know they have all of their school supplies, is just such a blessing.
Yeah. All right, and let's also talk about the teachers, because we didn't forget them.
That's
and
right.
That is, of course, our teacher supplies, because it's amazing that, I hear stories where teachers on their summer break, they're not supposed to be working, actually go take second jobs so they can have enough money to take care of supplies for those families.
Yeah, that's so true, because our teachers also are in this because they love kids, they want to work with kids, and so they're always providing school supplies. So I was able to announce yesterday to our teachers, we have plenty of school supplies that we can give you as well, so that students just make it available and they can, take what they need.
And our teacher boxes that will go out with each one of these packs and everything, which is so great that we've done. Yeah. So listen, I thank you as teachers and as, of course, our school districts, because again, it's you who lay the foundation for our kids, laid it for me, and it's just, I can't say enough. So we thank you very much. So, and we thank you out there for, of course, helping us stuff the buses with school supplies and all our great partners. All right, we got more for you coming up, so stick around.
It's a blessing for all of us to give back. And thank you, Arizona, and thank you to our wonderful volunteers.
Thank you, Arizona.
I'll tell you, this has been so great. Rick, so our general manager is here with us. Rick, I'm about to cry because it's like almost over, because this is it's been amazing. Our 7th year. It's incredible. Your team has done amazingly. We're stuffing the bus here. And again, we couldn't do it without amazing partners, your team and all the volunteers, could we?
I heard you talking to Mrs. Reuter today. Oh, Mr. Reuter.
Mr. Reuter, yeah.
She's been with us, they've been with us 7 years.
And you know, we're never going to stop doing this, right? Brad, you are awesome. Your team is awesome. We're putting the words out. This is so much fun. And today is Stuff in the Bus.
Yeah, and this is where it goes out to the different schools and everything. But also, too, we don't want to forget that we have extra backpacks that will be, of course, off the side for maybe those families that are not with the school district. We always like to help out different people. And we always say, you know what, make sure you get a hold of United Way or, you know, one of the school districts to help out that's in you. And that's what we're all about, isn't it?
Yeah, and we will make exceptions on certain things, because everything has been going out to the schools and very well accounted for. But we have a small handful. If people are really in need, we have 4 families that are really in need that are not part of this. And yes, Brad, you are exactly right.
And that's what's about. Again, we have to say, Rick, is that it's not just here in Phoenix. We are from Phoenix all the way to Prescott and up to Flagstaff, helping out families, which is so great. And that's what this station's about, isn't it?
Families. Kids, military, education, right? And we're giving back, and we're accepting everybody to do this. It is so much fun, and you're the head of that, Brad.
I wish it's not just me; it's everybody out there doing it. All the amazing partners that have helped us out: Desert Financial Credit Union, Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance, United Valley of the Sun United Way,
Firefighter, Angel
Foundation. Gosh, we can go on, and we have a wonderful page on aztv.com that you can go to. You still can start helping out and still start, of course, giving. We're not done.
All the way to Sunday.
All the way to
Sunday. You can still buy 1 or 2 or 3 backpacks.
There you go, to help out as we are giving back to this community. So again, it has been done. We've done it. Our 7th annual back to school big drive, stuffing the buses that we've been doing, helping out the teachers' boxes, everything. So thank you, all of you out there. Again, we appreciate you being a part of our family. Thanks for watching. Please remember to have a great day and to wash your hands.